Talk a little bit about like that early stage of basketball. Like what was it? What is it about like Illinois basketball that like y'all got this dog, y'all got this skill set? Do you think it was the Michael Jordan effect that gave y'all that extra boost?
It has a little bit to do with it. Definitely has a little bit to do with it. Jordan winning them championships in the '90s and what he was able to do on the overall global scale. You know, everybody wanted to be like Mike, but mine is a little different from Q because Q is from the big city. I'm Southern Illinois. Uh, you know, Chicago has always had some of the top ballers and so forth on. Me being from Southern Illinois, we always had that chip on our shoulder to prove that we're just as good as the guys that's in the big city. So mine was, like I say, was kind of different than Q's journey. So just wanted to prove that I was one of the best players, if not the best player in the state when I was coming up through high school and so forth on.
Yeah, I mean, obviously MJ had an impact. You know what I'm saying? Like Chicago always, like he said, it's always been a breeding grounds for hoopers. But when the MJ effect comes and he comes along, becomes the greatest player, and then he starts winning championships and all that, like he made it different as far as like our swag, our bravado. When we went to camps or whatever, we walked around with our chest poked out like we from the Chi, you know what I'm saying? And we knew we could hoop. We knew what MJ and them had did for the Shine and how they had put on, and we felt like we had to follow behind that. And I mean, the difference between, I think the thing that made us be the way we were just because of the way Chicago as a city was. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like once you got good at basketball, that's cool. But like now, can you handle this hustle? Like can you get down? Like if we knock the shit out of you and knock you down, you gonna get back up and push back and keep going, or if you gonna go away, you ain't gonna fit the bill. So I think that was a big part of our makeup, the toughness and you got to be able to hoop first. But like if you can't fight and be tough and everything, not like literally get down and fight. Some people do, but like you got to be able to fight back basically and fight through. Like so if you show you can't do that, you ain't gonna cut it in Chicago.
Yeah, where do y'all rank Illinois as far as like there's all these discussions about like where the best hoopers come from, right? You know, Florida historically we've been a football state. But now, like, you know, as you look back and you reflect on it, like basketball, like we're on the come up. We won a national championship not only in college, we won a high school national championship down at Columbus High and things like that. And so they always talk about these cities and these states, right? And, you know, you always hear California and you hear New York and you hear all those different ththings. Where do y'all think Illinois ranks as far as, you know, best basketball states?
I feel like I feel like Illinois was number one for a long time. I feel like it's kind of shifted. I think California is probably in the lead now, but I feel like Illinois is still like top 2 or 3 on the hooper side.
I don't know. I'm disappointed with what we've been doing. I'm with you. I feel like we used to be right up there in the top, if not the top, definitely mentioned right there with it. But I feel like the last 10 or so years or however much, like it's been bad. Like the few couple guys we did have that was the boys that was nice, they left and went like to California or wherever for prep school. So it was like we ain't had no All-Americans in like the last 5 or 6 years. I can't recall nobody from the crib, from the Chi that's like they the dude, they this, they that.
But that's just the makeup of high school now. Like if you from Illinois, you always will be Illinois. But the makeup of high school now is like, man, guys go different states and different places to play prep schools and stuff like that.
Q, on your high school team, man, y'all had Cordell Henry, Coach Dennis Gates at the University of Missouri. 7 Division I players off that team, and we ran into you guys at the what's the shootout in St. Louis? Yeah, y'all mollywopped us. Y'all beat us by 22. And, you know, it was a very humbling experience for us. But talk a little bit about LB, right? And getting him, Larry Butler, getting LB in you guys' life at an early age, man. He did something really strong and impactful for basketball in that region, right? He made a tremendous impact. And there's so many coaches who like develop us at to a certain point, and then they have to hand us off, and then they don't necessarily get their flowers.
Nah, LB always get love from us. I mean, to be real, like I say, if not for LB and the Illinois Warriors, I wouldn't have met you when I did.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have met him when I did.
Yeah.
And who knows if I'm even sitting here hooping.
Yeah.
Cause like for real, like, you know, LB come and he come to my school and then he get a couple of us this and third. I started with LB in 6th grade. Yeah. So I was like one of the real first dudes. We ride in a old church van without seats in it. We sitting on like old crates and stuff in the back, moving, holding on while he turning and stuff. So like we go way back, and it's like the whole connectivity from, you know what I'm saying, with D Gates coming, CDL them coming, they came 7th and 8th grade, and 6th and 7th grade was me and Kevin Jones, and you know what I'm saying, it was like the early crew, Bobby Smith and
Hey, Bobby Smith was cold. You remember, boy, you used to gaslight us too. You used to gaslight us too. That was one of the best things about AAU is when like we back at the room, right? And we playing cards, we talking shit, we doing all those different things.
him and Bobby to get into it at NBA.
Bobby KD gonna bust your ass. Bobby talk big shit. But man, those were some real fun times, man. And it's like, wow. How did
thing though that LB did that changed everything for us, even with him, because LB, we never played our grade. Mm-hmm. We like if we was in 6th grade, we played 7th or 8th grade. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So like for that gave us a different mentality. Like, yeah, we did it in the neighborhood, played against old people, like not organized. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like not getting out there in organized situations where this whole team we taking out here is really a 12-year-old team, but we taking them to play against the 13s and the 14s. Right. Like so when LB did that to us, I think that changed the whole trajectory of what we knew we could do, because whenever we played our age, we was like, yeah, all right. Like this is sweet. Like so it was like he prepared us for that, and he like literally even when we were younger, like the ones that he saw like me, Cordell, like they got a chance. Same way he did D Miles. When D Miles came, he was in 6th grade. 7th grade, 2 years behind us, but he was playing on the 9th, 10th grade team. So like with us, I played with Mikey Robinson from Peoria Ridgewoods, who was a McDonald All-American. He was the first McDonald All-American I got to see up close. Like, damn. Like, look how, like, and this me, I'm 2-3 years younger than him. I'm not even, don't nobody even care who I am, ain't looking at me, but like, that's the time where you start to figure things out. Like, look how he walk in the gym. Look how everybody look at him when he walk in the gym. Everybody staring at him while he getting prepared. Like, that's what made you want to be that. Like, shit, nigga, I need to get like this. So like, look how everybody looking at him when he come in here. He just being normal. Like, I'm watching him on the bus. I'm just looking at him like, this is McDonald's. Okay, this is what it's supposed to look like. Everything he do, I'm just watching Mikey Robinson like, okay, that's okay.